Hey guys, it's Gray with another Donkey Kong Country Returns video, and this time we'll be working on more of World 7. And we're starting with 7-6 Switcheroo and working our way to 7-3. You might think it sounds like it's an odd amount of levels we're doing shorter than normal, but no, we're actually doing 7-K in this too, so it's about 4 as well. I was trying to do this video originally in the last video, but I couldn't manage it because this level is like seriously hard to beat. It's got some really difficult timing, so I ended up trying it multiple times and gave up, decided to separate it into its own video, and honestly it's a little bit painful trying to do more than 4 levels in mirror mode at once, so yeah. So you can see what I'm talking about here, those vines and those buttons. You gotta be really careful with your jumps. Like, try to get the end of the vine, and I think you need to jump like right when the vine reaches like the end of its swing and not a second earlier, or you will fall. So if you do it right, I believe it'll carry you over the next vine. I might be misremembering the instructions, I did a little bit, but that's what I remember doing in my memory. And this segment was awful. This level sucks, like especially in mirror mode. That was okay, I don't remember when I got the O, I missed it somehow, but yeah, there's your end. You just gotta be careful and not hit the buttons while bouncing up to get it. It's not too bad. These guys, just kind of get them in the trap with the red and then hit the button. Real easy. Here, jump, activate the button. It's all about knowing when to go. Here, pretty easy. You gotta duck and not get electrocuted. Simple enough. Like, there are a lot of easy jumps in this, and there are also a lot of hard jumps in this if you're not careful, so be careful. The switch, keep going. Now, carefully cross with each one of these. And then when you know you're past the third one, just be careful. Bounce off the little robot chicken to try and get above that little area where you can hit the button and make it back on without falling. And then here, just kind of make sure you duck down, don't get hit after you hit the button, and then get over here. When you get to this point, you're about at the end. Get rid of one of the chickens, then use the other to get rid of the fire hydrant. From there, just jump up and touch the button and use it to like leverage this so you can go up higher and higher. Then you beat the level. It's pretty challenging, but if you're just doing it all on its own, it's not too bad. It's a fair level, I guess you'd say. It's definitely a lot easier when you have Diddy with you. Sorry about me having so many and sniffing so much right now. My nose has been bothering me a little bit, and trying to be kind of careful with that. Anyway, here's 7-5 Cog Jog. So this level involves a lot of barrels. I don't remember everything about it. Like I said, I'd say that a lot, but that's because I'm recording this commentary like way after I did the gameplay, so I have to kind of watch it and do it as it plays. So yeah, just be careful, just take your time. Jump when you know he's not going to hit you, and you'll be good. Use that barrel to kill one of these guys, I guess, and then go. Here, you can just get over there pretty easy. You might want to bounce off the Tiki, you might not. Keep going. And then do about the same thing with that Tiki and use it to bounce over there very carefully. This level is fairly simple. There's a few moments, though, where you got to be extra careful. So over here, there's your O. When you get enough time, just get to like high point and try to jump off of that beam and then reach it. You should be able to do it if you do it right. You might need a roll jump, maybe, but probably not. I didn't need it, so yeah. Here, argument being careful and waiting until you know you got a clear shot and just hit that little blue Tiki there. Pretty easy. Keep going. Now, over here, get through there. And then over there, pretty easy. Actually, I might have been mistaken. I didn't do just 4 levels. I think I did 5 levels in this, although I could be miscounting. So yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, there are 5 levels. I don't know why I was miscounting that, but yeah. So 7-6, 7-5, 7-4, 7-3, and 7-K. But anyway, let's continue. See here, grab that in at the top of that little hydrant guy there. Here, this is where things get complicated. Jump off of these and try to climb on one without messing up and falling. You gotta be careful, know when to jump, and it's not too bad, but you have to know what you're doing with your jumps, and right there what I was doing, it's not the smartest move to make, but doing that roll jump got me on there safely, so I took my chances. Here, that jump's a little harder, and then when you get a good chance to just get in that barrel without being too careless. Here is where things are really confusing and really crazy. You want to let this like loop around and be careful. I went for the fire hydrant first. I know if you're not careful, he can kill you. Seems like it wouldn't be a problem, but it was for me at one point, so I just decided to get him out of the way right then and there. Get in there when you have the loops coming and just get that G, and then hurry and get out before it closes back onto the other side again, or you won't be able to get out. And there you go, get yourself towards the barrel and just shoot at it, and you beat it. G is kind of bad because if you are slow, you will fall to your death, so you have to be quick. Alright, let's go on to the next level, which is 7-4 Gear Getaway. This is another rocket barrel level, so brace yourself if you don't like these. These are not very fun, but this one's not all bad. It's a little frustrating just because, well, a lot of these rocket barrel levels in general are, especially if they got tight, cramped spaces, and this one does. And here, just kind of go fast and don't get hit when you know you're safe. It's pretty easy. Go through. Okay, now be prepared. This is going to be pretty hard, not too hard, but you got to be careful. Watch what you're doing at all moments and don't get hit by any part of the gears that are around. Stay in the middle areas. What I'm doing here, like, it's not too bad. See some bananas. And there's your K up there. It's not very hard to grab. Keep going through these things and be careful. Stay in the middle-ish area again. Now here you got to go kind of up a little bit. And then go downwards in this part. You're getting close to the O. You see it right there. You got to go up and reach it, but you got to make sure you don't fall down too much. And try to adjust your height in conjunction with these little things that are mashing. Otherwise you will get hit and killed. They are a pain to watch out for, so be careful. Here, this is pretty easy. You can see like there's little spaces that are shown that are like in the background. If you stay in those spaces, you're normally able to be alright and not get hit. So those spaces kind of give you a guideline of where to go. At the end, you can get that pretty easy. There's not much to say there. Same there with the spaces where it gives you an area to judge to grab, and it's pretty good. This is pretty easy. You can see the G. You get the G, kind of let yourself fall down so you don't get hit by that giant thing in the way. And then keep going. Or this giant gear. Yeah. And get through this little segment here. Once you get through this, you've reached the end. 7-4 is mostly pretty easy. Like out of all the levels, I didn't find this one too bad. Alright, and I believe next I touch 7-K, which is somewhat hard. Don't like this level a whole lot, but it's not really bad either. Like, this is still on the tamer side than some of the levels I've seen in this game, so 7-K, treacherous track, and as the name suggests, this is a pretty treacherous level because you gotta be on the move a lot in this level. It's kind of like an auto-scrolling level, but not exactly. Like, you're sitting on this little thing, this little rail system the entire time. You gotta flip the switches, so be careful. Jump over and jump up for that little fire hydrant guy if you need to. Flip the switch. It's a very simple level where you gotta keep a pattern and be ahead of the level at all times, and you need to get over there and flip the switch. Basically, you can see what I'm doing here. There, I jumped up and got it and avoided the fire hydrant altogether. Basically, keep ahead of it by a bit, but don't keep too far ahead of it, because if you're not careful, you might end up falling to your doom. So, keep yourself ahead, but kind of stay in moderation. Don't let it outrun you, though. That's a big part of this, so yeah. Keep going. Sure you did. That one's kind of hard. Just kind of jump and try to get towards that switch without getting hit. This part, you can just kind of jump down and then jump upwards and get the switch pretty easy. Here, this one's not that bad. So, just duck down. Now be careful here, jump off before you can go, and then just rush to get off of these guys and try to keep up with the platform, and then fall before it gets ahead of you. It's not easy, so gotta make sure you're careful about what you're doing here. Spikes can kill you pretty easy, then duck down. Off the tikis, this is where things get pretty hard, so you gotta be able to use your little jumps off the tikis really quickly and bounce pretty fast. It's not too bad. Don't lay on that platform until after you flop the switch and then get on the platform again, and then you just duck there and you should be like right at the end. It's not too bad. There's a lot of action going on this level for a level that's kind of an auto-scroller. And now you have 7-3, which I'm pretty sure is the last level I did in this video, so let's go on to that. And here we are, 7-3 Handy Hazards. Alright, here we go. So, I don't remember very much about this level. I just remember the name. Okay, now I'm remembering. There are a lot of really odd obstacles in this, and as you can tell, there's a lot of hand-based hazards or obstacles. But okay, be careful. You need the hands to be lowered when you're grabbing it, but don't go and they're going to punch or you will get killed, so be careful. It's not too hard to get the K. Watch the timing of the swinging fists, so it's pretty simple to get their timing right. Don't fire when that guy's close by, but that's really easy common sense stuff, like a lot of this is. But I'm saying some of this just to be safe. You can never be too safe in these levels when you're playing on mirror mode because you can get hit pretty easy, even when you think you won't. Okay, here you can see there's another thing being introduced where you gotta jump off of these little blocks to get it height. So it was a bit of a pain. You have to just kind of jump at the right height to grab it. You might need to use those blocks to get up. Be careful not to get hit by them, because when it's placing, I think you can get hit by the block, so be very careful. Same thing here as I said before, where you watch the hand swing and jump with the timing to get by. Here, just don't get punched and keep going, like jumping, you know you're safe, get that in and go. Now just cross off of these blocks and go. Don't get and go too late. Let the block that you need to go be placed first and go for the others get placed. I think that's all you have to do there. This more just watching the swinging and being careful. And careful here, just go and you know you're safe. It's not too bad. It's like go when the hands are empty or having their blocks placed and you can get on without getting any hassle. There, just shoot carefully and get the G. Go and you see the hands are free, and then they're easy enough to do. Just shoot yourself in the middle when you know you're right at the middle segment. It's not that bad. And that pretty much covers all of World 7 I did in this video, and there's still about 2 more levels in this. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video when I cover the rest of World 7 and some of World 6. Bye, guys. See you in the next video.